Hello everybody, I'm MsGryff, but feel free to call me Sarah, and today we are building in The Sims 4, but we're doing a house based off of my boyfriend's drawing. This is obviously inspired by Deligracy and Simmary, and then I also saw Simmary do this, which is kind of like what inspired me to get this, do it. I have time to actually record build videos, so that's what I'm gonna do. Before school starts, I'm gonna get it in. But let's, I guess, just look straight at his drawing. I haven't looked at it yet. So we'll see what it looks like. Okay, it looks pretty normal so far. Does that say 64 by 60? It does say 64 by 64 plot. I did look at that because he said that you're building on a 64 by 64 lot, so that's why we're here in Brindleton Bay at 64 by 64, because I think the only other one is in Delso Valley. Oh, I think there's also one in Hinford on Bagley. I don't quite remember though. But the house looks normal sized, so I have no idea what we're gonna do with the rest of this lot. So that's gonna be crazy. I think we should just build the house first and then factor in the outside later. But he went very in depth. There's a basement. It looks like it's 3 stories. So there's an attic. So 2 stories and an attic. Okay. Alrighty. I'm just taking it in. So let's see. So the attic, pretty straightforward. Oh, there's a patio on the first one, and it looks like there's a bay window, which I love me a bay window, so that's gonna be good. And it looks like he did like a 3D render as well to kind of give the size. This might be a flat looking house, but that's okay. And the basement has a greenhouse inside of it. Okay, very interesting. Okay, and he included closets in the bedrooms. And a balcony. Okay. Interesting. Okay. I don't think he realized where he put the balcony on the drawing and in the like the 3D model, because the balcony looks like it's supposed to go on the front of the house, but in the 3D drawing it looks like he's wanting it on top of the window. So I'll go with the 3D drawing for that. But I was scared because he was asking me a lot of questions. I was worried about what he was gonna do. But he didn't do a bad job. He really didn't, actually. So, we have a patio, we have kitchen, dining room, stairs. Alright, let's start, I suppose. But it looks like in the 3D drawing, the house is only 6 tiles wide. So, the kitchen is probably about that big. Maybe like a tile bigger, I would say. So, it's a decent sized house, actually. I thought it was gonna be kind of small. It's kind of small on this big lot, that's for sure. And then it looks like it's just a big rectangle there. Gonna get the stairs in. Just some placeholder ones for now. Because it looks like he has curved stairs, which I love. So that's gonna be nice. And just up against here. And then there's also a basement, so let's go ahead and draw the basement, because the stairs, there's like a storage closet / stairs into the basement, so let's just take the basement tool and just go all the way across for now. So we can get some stairs going up here. They can go here. Okay, okay. And then let's build the storage closet. He didn't draw any furniture, so I guess the furniture layout is up to me. So that's very nice of him to at least do that. But we have the kitchen, storage closet. There's like a 2 wide window out to the patio, it looks like. Or not window, like a sliding door, I'm assuming. Or just like a double door. But I'll do like a glass door. Like a sliding glass door. We'll do the Dream Home Decorator one, and we'll just do white for now. Okay, so we have that, and the front door also looks like a double door, so maybe I should pick a pack for windows and stuff. I could do cats and dogs. That could be interesting. Well, I am building in Brindle Bay too. I do love me the cats and dogs stuff. They're honestly so pretty. Or we could do horse ranch. No. I think I'll go with cats and dogs. So let's go ahead and filter. I think I need to make it medium wall height though, in order to use like the pretty door. Well, this I can just place and then go back down to small short wall height. Oh, I guess not. It won't let me do that for whatever reason, but it's fine. Medium wall height is fine. But it looks like it's just like open into the kitchen here, so I won't be using an archway. And he has like a pantry here, so I might just use cabinets and such for that. And then out here, the reason why I think it's 6 tiles is because on the 3D drawing he did, it had 2 window panes here, and he like knows how the Sims building works, but not really. So this is kind of a long, skinny house. A very long and skinny house. I might shrink that kitchen actually again. That feels right. Okay. And then upstairs, it looks like it's just like this, possibly. So this is supposed to be open over the stairs. And there is a closet here. A bedroom here, I'm gonna say. Closet. And there's supposed to be a bathroom in here, like across here. Okay, so maybe the house can be 1 tile wider, I suppose. And then we should be able to get... We should be able to stick a bathroom in here. Is this the only bathroom in the house? No, there's one by the front door. Down here. Okay. I thought, okay, because I was about to say one bathroom. I think this is also just a half bath. Like, just supposed to be a half bath. I think the front door needs to go over because it's in line with the storage closet. Like so. And that kind of blocks off the living room nicely. But we need to expand it by 1, and I guess it's just gonna have to be 3 tiles. Oh. Hopefully his expectations are, you know, make sense. Oh wait, the front door he actually has is kind of rounded, so I guess we're gonna use this one and get this door instead, I suppose. Oh my gosh, I feel like this looks like everyone's first, like, Sims house, you know? He even has a skylight. Okay, I see what he's doing in the 3D, so the like window alcove is, there's like a alcove here for a window to go on, but it would probably look better centered over here. But okay, it needs to be centered with the roofing, because I see what he's trying to go for. He's kind of going for a dormer is what he's doing. And why don't we just like reflect the dormer over here. This is just a tall, skinny house. Oh my gosh, it looks like a ship. This is crazy. There's a chimney. Okay. So the attic is technically supposed to be a square. So we'll pull this in. Even though it's like in the corner, but I think it would look weird elsewhere. So we're gonna have a ladder there. This layout is so weird. Having the kitchen bump out like that much is gonna be interesting, because like the 3D doesn't look like the 2D layout, you know? But for the basement, it looks like it's like a few tiles, then like a storage and another bathroom. So that's good. We're gonna leave it open, and then we have a greenhouse. And then a laundry. I wonder if he was like going for a bunker, because like I told him how many like basement levels we can have, and he was like, are you like building a nuclear war bunker? And I'm like, yeah, you can. I've done it before. And I honestly haven't done it in a while, so that kind of sounds like fun. So if that's something you would like to see, let me know. But let's do the windows. Cats and dogs, please. Okay. So there's like a square window here. like a bigger square, so like these tiled together. Oh my gosh, oh no, I can't do it. I can't do it. But I don't mind using these windows here on the bay window. Ooh, wait, I could use this one. Oh, I think I like this one from the movie Hangout stuff a lot. I think I do like that one a lot more than... And I can center it since it's only 2. So that's good. I can center it. He really does not understand how houses work. But this means I can lower it to short wall height again. And now it doesn't look as tall, so that's something. Maybe I should just use these like nice new base game ones. Well, they aren't really new, but they're new enough to be new. Oh, well, he has it lined up here though. This is gonna look so weird, like directly next to... No, I'm just gonna off-tile it by 1. Okay, I'm like trying to make it exact, and that's probably not the best decision, but I think I'm gonna move the walls over so I can move the door over half a tile. Okay. And then the window he has up here actually reminds me of the growing together window. This one is what it reminds me of, but this looks ridiculous. What about Horse Ranch? The Horse Ranch one isn't as bad if I put it up like that. That one's okay. That's okay. Oh, but now I want to center the door of like here. Yeah, that's what's gonna happen. And what if I just like took creative liberty here and did that so it's symmetrical at least? That might be able to save it. And we'll just take these love struck windows across. Okay, let's put the roof in now. And he has a like half gabled roof going like this, and this part, the window, is not covered by a roof. So I'm gonna lower it since we have the balcony here. And I guess let me find a fence I can use for a balcony. And like, it honestly kind of looks like that, but I wonder if I should just use half walls. So the roof, like, it's not gonna go in, but it might just look better if I did half walls instead. Oh, the roof does go through. Oh my gosh, he's really making me work for this. So I'm gonna take this in and shift click this so it doesn't go through. We're gonna copy it, but then change which side is brought in. And then we're gonna copy it again, put one in the middle, and take it in. And then shift click and drag this side in, and voila. Let me look at the attic drawing. Or at least the roof. Okay, so I don't think there's actually a roof over here. So we're gonna remove the ceiling from the balcony. and it looks like it's just a regular hipped roof here. But it's not tall nor wide enough for like the dormer. So, and like, oh my god, this looks so stupid. Okay, maybe I should make the dormer skinnier. This is hard, actually. Cause like I don't know how he's envisioning I don't know how he envisioned this. So it is quite difficult. I might okay, I might try something. This looks so weird. There we go. Did it. I'm gonna make the attic. If I did medium wall height, that would mess up the roof. You know, it's fine. The thing can stick out. And we'll just do that. It looks weird because the window's like not going through the entire thing, but I'll consider it a win. So we have the attic figured out. That took a while. And for the roofing over here, I guess we can just take one of these half-tip roofs and mirror it. Okay, but he also has a chimney that sticks out, so let's go ahead and draw that. Okay, so we have a chimney. There's literally no windows anywhere else. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is fine. It's fine. It's cool. I could add in windows here. It'll look... Honestly, that does kind of look better. I'm gonna lower the windows some. You know, the front honestly doesn't look horrible. Oh, the only thing that I would actually do is like make it stick out so it had dimension. That would look so good. Oh my gosh. I kind of want to do it anyway, but it's not the drawing. It's not the drawing. I can make this work. I can do this. The balcony doesn't look too weird. This is like empty though, so... Oh my god, the back. The back. He said there's a patio, so let's take the flat square. And it honestly looks like it goes across the entire thing, just about. So, the patio. I'm going to raise the house up some, and maybe that'll help it look better. But do I want to do roofing, or I could do like a pergola, so like maybe partially covered. That might make sense. Let's just do safe columns and go with the one from Get to Work. And we'll do this much covered so it's even. And we're gonna take a half-gabled roof. We'll actually copy and paste this one so we have that slope. We'll bring this in because I'm thinking it'd be cool if we had it like a glass overhang. And I'm gonna lower this gabled roof so it lines up with this one. But let's do a glass roof above here. And then we need to get a glass wall for that. And we'll also take that same roof trim and go under. Like that. Ooh, that's nice actually. I think he's gonna like that idea. Well, I hope he likes that idea anyway. Okay, so we need windows in the kitchen now. Okay, let's do this. We got this. We've made it this far. So what if we did just 3 across there, I think. Makes sense. Okay. I'm doing this. We're also like, okay, we're not, okay, we're kind of long distance, but kind of not. So I have no idea how I'm going to get his reaction to this, but I'll figure it out. What if I did like insanely large columns and like brought them all the way to the 2nd floor? I think I would need thicker columns for this actually. But like it needs dimension. See, that just adds like something. So I'm happy about that. Though I think I actually want to take this in and then shift and drag this out to meet the columns. So it looks like it's okay. I don't like how that looks, so I actually need to not do that and take it out to the edge, I suppose. So that's fine, I guess. It'd be cool to like add spandrels maybe. Here, let's just try like the roof trim first. That kind of fixes it. Here, let's add the roof trim to everywhere else as well. And honestly, what if I did the same thing for the balcony over here? And these columns are from Dine Out. Okay, I can't get the column there because of the roof. What if I moved the roof temporarily? Okay, let's try doing it this way. Gets rid of the column. I wonder if I can drag it out this way. And it won't get rid of the column. It won't get rid of the column. Okay. So we did that. And that's okay. I'm just worried about this front piece here. Yeah, no, okay. We can still get like the roof up here and maybe just use corbels. Let's use these maybe from growing together. No, they stick out too long. I wonder if I could find like a round window to put up here maybe. We can use the cats and dogs one. That at least gives it something. Okay, I think that is windows and the outside shell done. So let me go ahead and save. Okay, now we need wallpaper and all of that good stuff. Oh boy. Maybe let's start with the chimney. We can do brick. Keep it simple. We can do this brown base game. Yeah, the brown base game brick. And I like the height of this chimney, but I think it's kind of flat up here, and since it's not half wall, we can't use trims. But if we build a house, not a house, if we put a room above here, we can take a freeze, go to the exterior trims, and I'm going to take this high school years one, I think, and place it on that room, and it gives more dimension, basically, and more chimney-like, you know? And honestly, I think it would look good if we did take a half wall, like the tiniest half wall. Did that. Never mind. I think I like this. Maybe a roof sculpture. We do that one from Cottage Living, I think. If we can find like a matching, oh yes, a matching swatch. Superb. But I think we need to get these windows to match this window up here. So it has the black interior trim. Okay, that is looking nicer. Now for this here, I think I'm gonna take these columns again, put them on the outside edge, and why can't I bring it up? I like the thicker. Why is placing columns so hard now? Whatever. I was thinking of like separating it so that's like the main part of the house and we can do like siding. I was honestly just thinking white siding. And then like using this brick over here. I think that looks good. And we're gonna need stairs leading up to the house. Alright, we're gonna go in with my new favorite flooring. And we'll go side to actually no, we'll go side to side like this. Absolutely beautiful. But we do need to add doors. Now let's get the railing and such done so I can do this room. Because he wants this to be open. Why does this look weird? Like, why does this show now? Like, it makes no sense. But I'll leave it open and maybe we can find a wallpaper to cover it. Okay, doors are placed in. Let's start with the kitchen, I suppose, but I kind of want to do a checkered tile. Actually, I'm going to use these for rent tiles in black. Let me look at the drawing real quick, because he said there's a pantry, so I gotta figure out how to do a pantry. I'm gonna do it to where it surrounds the fridge. And just to add some variety, I'm going to do like a couple of like normal. Actually, no, we're not gonna do the normal cabinets. We're gonna do these corner ones and stack them like so. That looks quite nice, actually. And let's get the only fridge that fits under cabinets, which is the Home Chef Hustle. Do I want to do brown so it like matches? So it's like hidden in the cabinet fridge? Oh, I think I like that idea. But we're just gonna use the new base game counters. Newish base game counters. And I don't think we're gonna do it all the way across, actually. We're gonna make an L like this, and we're going to put the Home Chef Hustle stove in there. And honestly, let's just do the brown, make it match. And then sinks. Again, Home Chef Hustle sink. And should we do it? No, we'll do it in the silver to match the cabinet hardware. Even though I am much more a gold girly. But I'm really liking this layout. It's very cozy, but very, like, I don't want to say modern. It looks like something you'd see on Pinterest. And it'd be cute to do like a little nook here. Or like a little dining table. And why don't we do like green for a pop of color? And then we can do these green chairs, but it's not the right green to match. So I don't like it. Here, we can do these white ones with like the wood to match. Like that, and we need to get a rug, but decoration wise. We'll get this from the artist studio kit, because I love it. We'll do this soft green, actually. So we'll just do a wooden table. Like that, instead. To top off the dining room, I'm gonna size up the Snowy Escape rug in green. Alright, just like a few things in the kitchen. And a couple of cabinets. And I want to take this green herringbone tile across here, like that, for backsplash. Honestly, this dark green wallpaper is so pretty. I think we might be using it. So I think that means we need a darker tile, actually. We have these dark green subway tiles that don't look bad, but I don't think I like them, actually. Honestly, doing them white with the gray grout I don't hate, so I think that's what we're gonna go with. This honestly turned out into a really nice kitchen space. It's very cozy and warm, but still clean, so I like it a lot. And this breakfast nook, I can definitely picture myself eating here and being happy with it. Alright, it's the next day because I needed a break. I recorded for like an hour and a half. Editing this video is gonna be interesting, but I talked with my boyfriend some and he was picturing this like a cottage, which this kind of fits because I'm thinking we can turn all of the land and landscaping into a farm and make this kind of like a farmhouse, which it kind of looks like a farmhouse if we say it looks like a farmhouse. But he was picturing like thatched roof apparently, and I think we can do that for like other buildings. Like we can do a little horse stable. We're on a 64 by 64 lot. We have the room, and we could move to Himford on Bagley. We might do that, but the lighting here is better, so you know we're gonna go with that. But oh, we're down though. But we're gonna take the farmhouse idea into the interior. So I'm thinking like renovated farmhouse, but still with like touches, because like the kitchen is very modern, not very cottagey. But let's get some railing on the stairs before I forget. Now, it makes sense to put like a dining table here, and I'm kind of vibing with like a round dining table. A big round one, like this one from Laundry Day. I think would go very nicely. It's either Laundry Day or Horse Ranch. And I like the wood pattern on the Horse Ranch one more. So I think that's what we'll go. And we'll just do matching Horse Ranch chairs, I think. But why don't we do it in white so it looks like it's been updated some? Or if that's the case, why don't we just use the cats and dogs chair instead? Because it definitely looks like refurbished and more modern than the Horse Ranch chairs. We really need some more round rugs in The Sims. We can maybe use this one from Vintage Glamour, possibly. Like in the brown. This is very brown, but I think it's okay. And let's get a plant in the middle here to bring in some color. Use this one from the Artist Loft kit. Artist Studio kit, whatever. And why don't we use this like tiny chandelier above from Horse Ranch? Let's get like an accent table here, I think. We'll use this one from Eco Lifestyle, and I think we'll just do a gallery wall above. Wait, I think I like this painting more for above the thing, and we can put these family portraits like over the stairs. There, that's some cute decoration. So we're gonna stick the living room over here, and I honestly have no idea what a good layout would be. But let's start by looking at couches. I'm thinking we put like a big couch in the bay window, honestly. Ooh, let's do this growing together one instead of the cottage living. Because it just looks cozy and decorated already. And we can get, like, put the TV here, I suppose. I'm gonna use this base game TV stand, I think. And if we just take this TV here and size it down. Do I want it coming off the wall some, maybe? I don't know, we'll see. But let's get a couple of chairs and put it right here. Here, what if I put a rocking chair like in this corner? And we can put bookcases either side of the back door patio. Here, why don't we use these from Growing Together? And we'll do it in this white swatch. So maybe it's like newer furniture kind of thing. Or maybe I should put the rocking chair next to the TV. Let's get a nice rug in here. We'll do this one from Parenthood. I could honestly put like a huge dog bed in the middle right here. So maybe this family has like a herding dog or something for the farm. That's my idea anyway. So this takes up and fills up the space and makes sense. So that's what we're gonna do. And we'll do this swatch. Let me just add the pet stuff before I forget. I'm gonna use these for movie hangout stuff on the outside, and then I'm gonna grab a couple from the Desert Luxe kit and put them on the inside like that. So it's like a nice layering effect. I quite like that. And just a quick half bath like so. And just a quick master bath, and I'm using like the cottage living counters to make it like maybe they painted the counters instead of completely replaced them. Is kind of what I was thinking, but let's move on to the bedrooms. So this closet needs to be functional, as in our Sims need to get into it. So what if we take the sliding doors and made them closet doors? Kind of a stretch, but it's the only thing I can think of, unless maybe we do square arches, and maybe we can just say the door hinge, like the doors were taken off, is my only thought. So we have closet, and we need to make sure that this is still accessible. So maybe we should just put a skinny dresser in here. It's gonna block the window, but that's okay. And I was thinking of this one from Growing Together, which is honestly one of my favorite pieces of furniture in this game. And we can go with like a boho wicker vibe in the master bedroom, I think. But why don't we use this like window curtain? Like so. But let's pick out a bed. Since we're going with like wicker farmhouse boho here, we could go with this eco lifestyle bed. We can use these business and hobbies end tables. And I think putting like a ottoman here. I say we use this horse ranch one. We can use this patterned rug from Strangerville. I was thinking we could use, honestly, just a shiplap wallpaper in here. Like this. Ooh, this is actually really cozy so far. But let's move on to this other bedroom that has so many freaking windows, honestly. Why don't we use this horse ranch bed? We can do like a blue room, that could be fun. And like maybe this person in here, child, teenager, whoever, could be like the horse person. And that's why they have horses, maybe. You know, just trying to... I'm making such a big lot, I might as well have some kind of backstory in my head, you know? We'll take the matching horse ranch mirror, put it in here. And then I'm gonna take this clothing rack and put a couple in the closet so we can have hanging clothes. Okay, I'm vibing with it. I think we're gonna keep it pretty empty so it doesn't become cramped, but we definitely need a rug. And I think the shiplap paneling, wainscot, whatever you want to call it, also fits in here really, really well. So we're gonna do that, but I think we need some artwork on the wall here. And it'll just be this nice horse ranch painting. Now this hallway. The roofs are causing an issue. I wonder if we use is there like a thinner roof trim maybe? And it would fix it. That would fix it, but like... how does it look on the outside if we change it? Because I like the thicker one. This one doesn't show through, and I think it's okay. So we're just gonna have to go with it in order to fix the hallway. But honestly, what if we just carry this shiplap? It's not like entirely shiplap, but you know what I mean. This wallpaper, I like it a lot. And is there anything we can like stick in here? I don't know. Artist studio. I don't know why I keep calling it artist loft. But I do apparently. But yeah, I think that's good. So we're gonna go up into the attic, which is honestly kind of big. But I was thinking maybe we have like a technophobe. So all technology and stuff, besides like the TV, they don't like. But, you know, we kind of need like a computer and stuff. So we're gonna make the attic really contemporary and modern, I think. So just the total opposite of like the farming ranch vibe. Maybe the parents of the house have like totally different things in the house, like different vibes and different interests, and one of them is just really into technology, modernization, contemporary things, while the other is into farming and whatnot. And maybe their kid is also just into like the horse ranch thing, not really interested in the technology. So they were just like, hey, we can compromise in the rest of the house, have a mix of the contemporary and the horse ranch and the farming, all of that. But I get the attic to be able to turn into my like tech studio space. I'm like kind of vibing with this story now. So we have the computer. Is there any other? Let's just like filter by electronics. Okay, we can get a TV up here. It's not a bad idea. But if we do like mid-century modern, I was thinking we could do like a mini conversation pit. So maybe we put like a wall here to separate it still. But we can put a TV up here. So like we can take this tiny living TV. We have a computer. We definitely need like a radio or stereo. We can put it over here, I suppose. What if we got a karaoke machine up here? That could be kind of funny. Oh, we don't really have room for it though. We can get the tiny karaoke machine. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. For like literally no reason other than to just have a karaoke machine. Like, that's kind of cool. And why don't we put a record player? Like right there. And let's put in that conversation pit with the modular sofa from Dream Home Decorator. And I'm honestly thinking yellow. Even though all white would like be very clean, but we're gonna try the yellow. Okay, there we go. We have our mini conversation pit with the TV. This is honestly a vibe. But I'm honestly thinking like moody lighting, so I'm not gonna use these subtle saucer lights. Oh, we could get a sketch pad. Maybe they're the artist. That would make sense. So let's go to lighting, and I think we're just gonna do a bunch of wall lights, I think, around. Like, we could just go full on and do fairy lights. Or we could use these strip lights from high school years, because these are more modern than not. They're like the modern fairy lights, you know? And I can go into live mode and like change the colors. We could honestly get like, maybe there's like a funky lamp we can put in here or something. Or let's like go to clutter and see if we can find any like loose electronic stuff. Oh, we could put a painting storage rack up here. Yeah, that works. Now I'm gonna take this brick that we used on the outside and put it on this little piece here. And honestly, using this down to studs wall from the artist studio kit makes sense for an attic. So this is really just like a den, honestly, but it's kind of a vibe. I like the story that I came up with for this, so this is kind of cool, honestly. I just need to like change the color of the lights, and that's it. So we are almost done. Almost done. We have the basement now. So I'm gonna keep the concrete flooring, I'm thinking. Unless we have like a different concrete that I like. We'll just use this slab O concrete. We need doors. This is going to go into the washer dryer, and then this is going to go in from the greenhouse to the washer and dryer. And then we have open, and then we have a bathroom here. And then this is supposed to be storage, but I have an idea to not make it so storage-y. But let's just get some windows for the greenhouse, like under here. We could use the Greenhouse Haven kit, actually. Is it Greenhouse Haven? I don't. The kit names are like getting jumbled in my head. But we can use these windows from the greenhouse kit to make it look like a greenhouse. And actually, why don't we do them in like a different swatch, possibly. Because I'm going to take them over here as well, but I'm gonna get a door here. Should I use the stud walls in here as well? I kind of want to, but let's make sure we get the same swatch. And we're gonna make this like the basement hasn't been renovated whatsoever. So in the bathroom, I'm gonna take this linoleum from City Living that makes it look all beat up. I'll take this antique toilet. We're gonna use the not City Living, the university shower, I think. And then we just need like, we'll use this slop sink, I think. And we're just gonna have it all across this wall. And it's gonna look like a mess. Or just not renovated, obviously. Like, it was just thrown in here to have another bathroom, kind of. But we're gonna make this main area storage, and I actually started pulling stuff out for it. Now, you can see we obviously have some wine storage, or nectar storage. And that's because I was thinking I could put the nectar maker down here since we're having a farm. I think it makes sense. So this is gonna be a little cellar back here. But I'm also gonna make it functional and put these like stackable cellar things to age nectar. And now it's basically time to clutter up the storage over here. Well, I'm actually going to put the nectar making in here, so let me get that first. So I think I'll actually get like a couple of these next to each other. And I'm going to get a couple more of these heavy-duty shelves. And we're basically going to turn this into just a really cramped basement. I'm gonna put a woodworking table down here as well. They're just like in the corner here, I think. Okay, maybe we should move on to the greenhouse. And I want very specific lights, actually. I don't even know if we have lights like it in the game, but we'll find out. I'm pretty sure we do. I just gotta find them. Oh, but these will be perfect for in here. Oh yeah, now this is definitely giving basement. Oh, but these give off a little more light actually from werewolves. So we'll go with these instead. But no, these are probably like the closest lights we have to what I want. So I think this is what we're gonna use. They hang really low, which makes sense for the plants at least. Now for the greenhouse, I'm gonna use these homemade garden pots and just line the edges. Why there's a greenhouse in the basement, I'm not quite sure. Hopefully they aren't farming some substances and selling them to make extra cash. But you know, honestly, maybe. You know, who am I to judge? But we now need the laundry room. And I guess we could put a vacuum down here, even though, like, I don't think many people play with Bust the Dust because it gets kind of annoying. But I'm going to put one down there anyway because it makes sense. Oh, a fuse box. Definitely we need a fuse box down here. I'll put it right there. And actually, we can do a water heater and a fuse box next to each other. Oh, these are the functional ones too. I know there's decorative ones. But do I feel like... Okay, I'll go find them. But like, you could totally replace it with actual ones if you want to play with like water heaters, which honestly could be a lot of fun on the farm. I personally like playing with laundry. I like the realism that it adds, but like I totally understand why people don't like playing with it, just because it can get really annoying. Alrighty, we're here for the walkthrough, and I say we because my boyfriend's actually here to do, well, it's not his first reaction, but we're gonna walk through the house that he, I guess, kind of designed.
Yeah, like halfway, I'd say. I did the art, you did the actual... It's like an architect in the actual construction.
The construction worker?
Yeah.
So that's what, is that like blue collar?
Mm.
Okay.
White collar is a desk job.
Yeah, so you would be the white collar.
Yeah.
But I moved the house to Hinford on Bagley because I went with a farm vibe for the rest of the lot because that is the only thing I can think of to fill this 64 by 64 lot. And you tried to give me an out, but I was like, no, that's like, you asked me to do a 64 by 64 lot, so I did a 64 by 64 lot. And I'm actually pretty happy with it, so let's just kind of walk through it, unless you have anything you want to say right now.
I have played The Sims once. I did not understand what a 64 by 64 lot actually looked like, because when I looked it up, it was like, it's like a square, it's like a cubic meter or whatever. So I was like, okay, that's actually kind of big. I was completely wrong, and I regret that. Though, from what I remember seeing from the house when she did, because she recorded a little video and sent it to me, I remember most of it, and I remember liking a lot of the like extra details that she did. So I hope y'all will enjoy that too.
Okay, let's start with the house, and then we'll do the outside stuff. So, that's the second floor. Let's turn the grid off. So I came up with a story while building this, because after I took a break from building, and he said he was imagining like a cottage vibe.
Mm-hmm.
And so I kind of took that into consideration when decorating, as you can kind of see from like the ranch style seating and stuff. But over here we have a pretty contemporary and modern kitchen, which I'm pretty happy with how this turned out.
It looks really nice.
Yeah.
It looks like enough like antique type of vibe.
Yeah, but updated.
Yes.
Which is kind of what I took throughout the entire house, is that things have been updated on a farmhouse, but we still have touch of like rustic here and there. I actually really like how spacious the living room is. I didn't put a coffee table or anything, but I did end up filling the space with like a dog bed.
So I actually, I do want to bring this up. So with the curved window in the back, right there, the idea originally was like a little seating area.
See, we can do that in The Sims, but it has to be small.
Okay, well the couch still accomplishes that idea.
Yeah.
My thought was like, you know how you send me videos and it's like library-esque design, and it has the cutout window, and then
like a
little book nook.
Yeah. And then just a nice half bath to finish it off, and I'm gonna take the walls down. I used the cottage living counters and sinks for the bathrooms because I figured that maybe they didn't completely replace it and they just updated it by painting it to a nice color. Was that thought there? But there's a little more to the story.
Stories.
So on this landing here, we have a easel with just like a bookshelf. And that's because one of the parents is an artist, and the other is like the person who takes care of the farm animals and the gardening and all of that. And I figured the artist likes the more modern, contemporary vibe, so it was like a compromise on the house, on what's updated and what's not. But it's also kind of beige in their bedroom, which wasn't intended, but I thought the eco lifestyle bed kind of kept with the rustic.
No, I feel like it works really well. It's a good contrast with like the walls and the balcony door. Like it's enough of a color balance to where it's not just grayish, if you will.
And then he drew in closets, but there's not really closets in The Sims 4. Well, we can use a closet like item. We do have a closet item, but I needed some way to get to the attic, so I stuck it in a closet.
Originally, the idea was like a if anybody's ever seen it, Christmas Vacation with Chevy Chase. Not a very good actor. That's a whole different story. But basically, the idea was it kind of works like how in the movie where he goes up into the attic and he's putting away like presents. And the ladder that he has, like that they have like pull down, ends up getting like folded back up. That was kind of the idea. So rather than like an outright ladder, more like a step ladder type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I like what you did with this, and I think it works really well.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, we don't really have like a step ladder kind of thing.
Do y'all have shelves?
We have shelves.
You could have done shelving in the closet right there, so rather than it actually being like the closet item, like a functioning closet.
Well, I took these are from Horse Ranch, and they had wooden, they have like the clothes hanging.
They have the clothesline.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was like, that like is close enough to a closet, and it has like, you know, storage items. But
that hamper looks like my actual hamper.
Yeah, it does actually.
That's really funny.
But I decided this would be for like a teenager who really likes horses, and that's why they have horses on the farm. So I only used Horse Ranch in this actually. But if we go up to the attic, this room is pretty cool. So like I said, there's conflicting styles in the house, and I figured that the attic could be like primarily the artist, like kind of hangout area with like technology, because maybe like the other partner is like a technophobe, that kind of thing. I put a karaoke machine up here because I thought, why not? But I also put like a conversation pit in front of the TV because I thought maybe they like the mid-century modern kind of vibe, which is pretty on par with contemporary interiors now. But I just thought it was like a cool little touch. We have some digital art things, a record player, that kind of thing.
That kind of looks like your desk right now.
It does kind of look like my desk right now. A complete mess.
A complete mess, except for the TV on top.
Yeah. But that was that kind of vibe for this. So let's go down to the basement. And the basement, I am actually really happy with the basement. So we have just like storage to fill out this area. I put a woodworking table. But to kind of make it more unique and not just storage, I put winemaking or nectar making items down here for the Sims to do, so they like can grow their own grapes, fruits, whatever. And then this was marked as storage, so I thought it would make a cool wine cellar was the vibe.
I just realized something.
What?
They're on a ranch, so they're out in the rural area. They have their own ability to make alcohol.
Yeah.
They're making moonshine.
Making moonshine.
I mean, think about it.
Yeah.
Like, that would kind of be fitting. Which, I mean, I think legally you could make moonshine, you just can't sell it.
Yeah. And then there was a bathroom, and I thought that the basement wasn't renovated at all yet. So it's pretty just bare bones and like supposed to be grody stuff. And then he put a greenhouse in the basement, which...
Why not?
Why not?
Why not?
Well, I thought you were gonna go with like a bunker vibe because we talked about it a little bit.
We did talk about that, but I didn't want to add too many layers.
Thank you, because this took forever to build.
Yeah, because like I figured at a certain point I need to like hold back on ideas, otherwise this is going to be a 2-hour-long video and you're never going to finish it and you're never going to ask me to help you again. Which I think is the truth already.
No, it's just it took me a while because I was trying to get it exact for a minute and I was like, I'm not going to be able to get it exact.
Yeah.
But no, while building I was like, this like looks very sketchy.
Which was kind of the point.
Being a growing stuff downstairs, and like the only way to get in is in the laundry room.
I will say one thing I thought about that you didn't add in the laundry room, and I think you have it in your actual your family home, like a sink in the room.
We do not have a sink in the room.
Okay, I've seen places where they have sinks.
Yeah, no, I know what you're talking about.
Like that kind of
Graham's new house has a sink.
That's it.
Yeah.
Like that'd be fitting.
But I don't know. I'm pretty happy with how the house turned out.
Mm-hmm.
I like the story I was able to come up with.
Mm-hmm. And you were very faithful to the original design.
Mm-hmm.
You absolutely took creative liberties, and I told you to.
Because, like, without this here,
It
this
would have
would have
looked
been
flat.
so flat.
Yeah. I wanted you to have fun with it.
Yeah, I did have fun with it.
That was my intention. I wanted you to have your own little, like, say in it. I will say, you completely changed the attic.
Yeah,
It's the only thing I have to, like, say that surprised me the most.
Well, this was the only way I could make it work.
You can do, like, a little, like, square.
I could, but it looked weird. So what I had to do is make this a room to put the side pieces on here.
Oh,
and then put the peak up top.
So you had to have walls.
The dormer. Yeah.
Yeah, so you had to have walls right there. Okay.
Yeah.
They
make more sense.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go down to the bottom floor just so we can take a look at the rest of what's outside. So we do have like a patio, and I kept things kind of empty. Why is there's a floating bucket? Hold on.
I never noticed that.
I kept things kind of like less items because it's such a big lot.
Not to lug out the...
Yeah. But I did this like glass overhang in place of the like skylight, which that was kind of the vibe here, so that's kind of what I did.
Yeah, I think that was a perfectly good compromise.
Over here we have a greenhouse with a flower arranging table because that's something we can do in The Sims. So I was like, they could grow their flowers in the greenhouse, and then we have bees, which will also help with plants in The Sims. So I thought this would be good for like growing the grapes and the strawberries when they're in season and such. So like smaller farm garden, and here is big farm because we have oversized crops, and there's 5 different ones. So 5 rows, all of that just to fill up. And then we have some animals over here. We have 2 chicken coop. 2 of these sheds, which you can get a cow and a llama. So that's why I put 2.
Okay. Give it a little variety.
Yeah. And then we have a barn. I just did a classic red barn for horses and then mini sheeps and goats, which came with horse ranch. But I kept it, again, pretty simple. I have stuff to feed and water them.
Yeah, because you don't want too many things in like a barn with like animals in case they get into it or something falls over and hurts one of them.
I put like a couple saddles here and stuff like that. Here's where the animals stay, and like inside here so they can graze basically. And then we basically just have like a horse training area. So you can do barrels and then you can do jumps with your horse.
I also just realized we both kind of have connections to horses. Because my grandfather raised horses and had a horse barn.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's what the barn is.
You have told me that, actually.
I have told you that before. It used to be...
You told me it was for horses, I think.
Yeah, it was like twice as long, too.
Yeah.
There was a little area at the front that we took down whenever we were moving... Because I used to have chickens. I'd clarify for that statement. I used to have chickens, and specifically, you mentioned that you couldn't put electrical work in that barn, and I said...
Well, I know you can have electricity in the barn, but like typically in movies and stuff,
yes,
there's not electricity in barn, and like being in the middle of nowhere, that's kind of expensive.
Solar panels.
Yeah, that's kind of expensive.
Well, my thought is like they're modernizing, so
That's
they have
fair.
the money to like update the...
She doesn't touch his farm, or their farm, whoever's farm.
Yeah, but I feel like there's a lot of ranchers that would kind of move towards that to be less reliant on... Because honestly, and you could say this now because I'm bringing it up, like they have a well that they get their water from.
Yeah, that's fair, but like electricity is different though.
Electricity is different.
And then you'd also have to like run it to the barn from the house.
Unless you literally put the solar panels on the barn.
Yeah. That's fair.
Nah.
But I wanted to keep it rustic.
That's fair.
Basically.
I completely
and
get
keep
that.
the house like the mix of the modern and not modern.
No, I did not expect everything outside of the house. I was expecting just the house.
Yeah.
And whenever I watched the video, because mind you, this was like,
we attempted doing his review before.
We attempted it like 3 or 4 times.
So we just finally gave up and waited till we were in person. So like this video was gonna go out. I was gonna have it go out earlier than it is, but you know.
It's like what, a week later than it would have been?
Yeah.
So because you had to upload a video like really quickly.
Yeah.
And that was the one you uploaded this past Thursday?
Mm-hmm.
For reference, it's Saturday.
Yeah. So this will be going out
next
Monday.
Okay. That'll be fun. I get to watch my review again for the 3rd time. But like, I don't know, my closing thoughts is I really enjoyed it. I don't know very much about The Sims, as I said before.
It's because he doesn't watch my videos.
I do watch your videos. I watch your other videos.
Yeah, you don't watch my Sims videos.
I will put them on, and I will start them, stop them, start them again, so you get views. I do, at least I'm supportive.
Well, like, what's better is the watch time.
Oh, I know. I know, and I've considered just like putting on 2 times speed while playing something, and be like, oh, she's done.
Yeah.
Start it back again, or like have it going on like my laptop or something. That's actually probably a better idea. Because then I can just set it to loop and let it go for a couple hours.
We love supportive partners.
And I had this thought while you were showing me this. You know the one meme where it's the guy and he's like holding the girl behind her neck. He's like pointing at it's like a baseball game.
No.
Okay, where's my phone?
Okay, you can show me after,
Okay.
and I'll put it on screen too, because I don't think.
Yeah, basically it with The Sims, that's you to me, and when it comes to Pokemon, that's me to you.
Okay.
Because this is the agreement that we have. I learned The Sims, and she learns Pokemon. I feel like one has more than the other, so I got the better deal.
I've been getting better with Pokemon.
Oh,
stuff.
you absolutely have. Like the immediate improvement between your 2 videos since we played like, I feel like what, 8 hours?
Yeah.
We
I've
played
been
like
playing Cobblemon.
we played like 8 hours in a single day,
Yeah.
and that was. We also went to go see my family, which took like 2 or 3 hours. That was really bad. We had fun though. Which eventually you might see something like that. I don't know.
2 of us playing Cobblemon.
Just doing something. I could see it. I could see once we actually have computers.
And like live together.
That too. Like a popular MMOs type. Except without the divorce.
Yep.
I feel bad for him. Yeah.
Okay.
Alright. Closing thoughts. Came out really well. Big fan of it. I'm a big fan of her. Please support her. So like, subscribe, comment, share it to people that you might think might like it or don't, and just rewatch the video again over and over. That's supportive, that's helpful. And leave a comment if you made this all the way with the word chicken.
Chicken.
Yeah, leave a comment saying chicken.
Chicken jockey.
Chicken, say that. Say chicken jockey. And she will go through and like them.
Do that anyway.
I know you do.
Well, he basically said the video ending there, so I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you have a good rest of your day. Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye.